Daniel, it's your first day at this Independence Conference in Cincinnati. What can you tell me about how things are going so far?
Well, it's not actually the first day, but it was the kind of the introduction.
Right.
I met, Christ, I can't remember his name. One of the guys that was putting it on, he was the only one that showed up for kind of a dinner type of thing to get acquainted. And I've got some suspicions that I'll know more about that tomorrow and Sunday.
Suspicions about what?
Well, just suspicion, funny feelings. I'm not entirely sure how to put it, so I won't even try it this time.
Are you thinking maybe the conference might be underattended?
Well, it really wouldn't surprise me, but that's not. That's not what I'm kind of in the back of my mind keeping an eye on.
Okay. So you didn't actually meet any presidential candidates then?
Yes, I did meet one. I'd have to. I think it was Richard.
Richard Clark. Is it Richard Clark, the guy who's running the?
Yep.
Okay.
That's who it was.
Okay. So you met Richard Clark. He's one of the organizers, and I believe a candidate himself, right? I mean, I think he's actually attempting to run for president himself, if I'm not mistaken. Richard Clark, middleclass2008.com, I think. He was one of the organizers. So over the dinner, and you had dinner with him, I guess? Did you get a chance to get a sense of how things are going to unfold in the next couple of days?
Sort of. I mean, I got kind of a slight indication. Tomorrow is supposed to be kind of one of those things where we are going to kind of critique each other, I guess, after the delivery and that sort of stuff. Not so much on the content, but the delivery of what each of the candidates say, as to whether it's believable or not, I guess.
Do you have any idea how many people were supposed to come to this introduction, or?
Originally, from what I understood, there was supposed to be about 25 or so.
Right.
Then, as things started getting closer, and people had to start putting up a little bit of money to help cover the costs, the numbers dwindled down, so now there's supposed to be about 10. And from what I understand, most of them have not gotten the area yet. So it all depends on who all shows up, I guess.
Right. But you got a chance to take a look at the facility. This is being held at the university, is it?
Yes, it is. And no, I didn't take a look at the facilities yet. This was all at the hotel, the dinner and such.
Gotcha. So there's not a whole lot really going on right now. I guess I was maybe hoping there might be a few candidates there at the dinner that you might have been able to interact with and get a sense of sort of your competition, as it were, but I guess not so much.
Well, as far as the individuals themselves, I did see one in the parking lot. I didn't recognize him as one of the candidates until after I got in my truck and drove off and saw his sign on the back of his pickup. But I finally got through almost 200 websites in the past couple of weeks. Some of them didn't terribly impress me. There was a lot of good ideas on some of them, but no real plans as to how they were going to implement them. And some of the candidates, I got the sense that they believe that just because they're an independent, if they get elected, that all of a sudden Congress and Senate are just going to bend over backwards for them. And I believe that is a very big mistake to be making. Yeah,
I hear you on that. Okay, well then I guess you're just kind of hunkered down there now in Cincinnati. Are you staying at a hotel tonight then, or what's your plan?
No, I'm not. Right now I'm in the front seat of the car in kind of a Walmart parking lot. So, but spending the night here, just bought an alarm clock because my cell phone's kind of on the sort of blink.
Oh.
It's kind of tough. The screen's broke on it. I mean, I can make and receive calls on it, but I can't tell whether I'm getting a good signal or anything like that. It's kind of cracked right down the middle, and half of it doesn't light up.
Another campaign expense.
Yeah, it'll wait. As long as I can make and receive calls, that's all I care about.
Well,
I
hey,
periodically check for messages.
as long as it works, I guess that's the main thing. So you're just...
Well, I'm talking on it. You can hear me.
Yep, absolutely. You're going to hunker down in the Walmart parking lot tonight in preparation for tomorrow, and then it's... what time is the festivity get underway tomorrow?
Starts at 8 o'clock.
In the morning?
Morning, yep. And from what I gather, if I read the stuff right, it's supposed to go till into the afternoon or evening. Well, it doesn't say how long it's supposed to last. But I get the impression it's supposed to be most of the day anyway.
Most of the day, and then at the evening, it'll probably be, you have a much better sense of what you're up against then.
Oh, yes, yeah. So, it's the first debate that I've been to and everything else, but it's no different than talking to a bunch of high school students who ask a bunch of questions and that sort of stuff. It's just that I don't have to worry about comparing my answers with everybody else's, and that's not what I'm in. That's not what I'm in the debate for anyway. I'm to present my ideas and my plans and not worry about what everybody else is doing.
Right.
So if they like it, they like it. If they got other motives behind the whole thing, then I'll know that in a day or two.
Now, you came from, your home was in Arizona, correct?
That's correct, yes.
And so you traveled to Cincinnati, Ohio to be at this conference. Just give me a sense of how far that is from where you started.
From where I started, it is, just a second here, it is approximately 27,000 miles.
27,000 miles.
From Arizona to where I am now.
Wow, that is amazing.
Now, that's not just going from Arizona to here. That is going through Iowa, South Carolina, and 24 other states on my campaign.
And when did you start that?
December 3rd.
December 3rd, 2007 to April, I guess it's 4th now, 2008. You've traveled 27,000 miles.
Yes, I have. I believe it's 27. I started at 53,000 and I'm at 78 now, so it's about 25,000, yeah.
Wow. Do you feel still at this point, I mean, you've come a long way, 27,000 miles to be at this conference. Does it dishearten you that some of the other candidates couldn't catch a plane to be at the conference?
That doesn't surprise me, I guess. But, I mean, to me, the more people that are there, the better. The more ideas that get hashed around and that sort of stuff. But everybody else has lives, and it just, to me, it just determines it's just an indication of their commitment to it. Because if this wasn't on one of my scheduled stops either, I found out about it in the midst of the campaign and decided why not? Give it a shot. It's not going to deter me one way or the other from continuing the race, because like I said, I've viewed a little over 200 of the other websites briefly anyway. I mean, I didn't go through detail by detail.
Right.
But what briefly I went through, I wasn't terribly impressed, except for just a few ideas that people had. But overall, it didn't impress me enough to want to drop out and support any of it.
Well, it sounds like you got a big day tomorrow to prepare for some of those debates and meeting the rest of the candidates, whoever actually shows up. Should be kind of interesting. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. To see what the agenda is, whether hidden or out in the open. Like I said, I got a few suspicions. Tomorrow will either prove them out or prove them wrong, one or the other.
Well, we'll have to discuss that more tomorrow then. Dan, I'll call you tomorrow night, hopefully around the same time, and we'll get an update on how things are going there. You get a good night's rest and make sure that alarm clock is turned on.
Oh yeah, I got two of them going. I don't know if one of them's working, but the other one I just bought, so it should be.
Well, here's hoping. Get some sleep, and I guess we'll pick this up again tomorrow, sir.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Bye.